Good evening, everybody, or afternoon, or morning, overnight, whatever, wherever you are. Hello and welcome. I am so sorry I kept changing the time. I There was a few things that I definitely needed to get done before I streamed, but in order to get those things done, I had other things I had to do. So, which I basically was unpacking stuff to get to a point of being able to do something else. So as I was unpacking, I discovered a broken microwave, and they packed the microwave themselves. So I need to fill out, I guess, a claim form or something for that, and hopefully get reimbursed. But the front of the microwave, where you open it, like that glass pane that you can see through to see how your food's cooking, that glass was completely shattered. So they put it in a box and they didn't put anything around it or anything. They just threw it in, um, like in a tight box. So, um, I got that all cleaned up and everything. And then, I've been using, regular cat litter for the cat, since I moved. He's got, a self-cleaning litter box, and you use those crystals with those. Well, with the one I've got, you use the crystals with it. So until I could get that unboxed and all together, he's been using the regular cat litter. And this is so stupid. I made a promise to the cat that last Monday he would have his old litter box back and put together. And here it is Saturday, and I'm finally coming across like the main piece that I need. So there was three pieces to this thing. Once I came across the main piece, I'm like, hell yeah. Well, the cover to it, it's I don't know if anybody has an electronic self-cleaning box from PetSmart. It's these purple and gray ones. And you can get them with or without a cover. So I got the cover. Yeah, I ordered a new microwave from Amazon already. It's okay, Babs. I'm good. I already ordered it yesterday or today. It feels like I don't even know time. But anyway, it arrives between June 4th and 7th, which is irritating. I could have just gone to a store, but I love Amazon. So, anyway, so I found the main part of the electric cat box, and I knew where the lid was because it's huge. But the third piece is not quite as big. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Susie. And Debbie and Tony. I didn't even say hi to everybody. Debbie, Tony, PJ, did I? Babs, Rainy, scrolling, hello. Oh my gosh, Glenn Crack, Debbie, Kristen. There's a Kristen and a Kirsten. Violet, yeah, YB. Um, so the first time I rescheduled it was because of the microwave. And then the second time I rescheduled it was because I needed to get this third piece found and get this damn thing put together, uh, because I made a promise to the damn cat and I was already a week late on the promise. So we're not going to tell the cat. Hopefully he, my cat's like the smartest cat in the world, but hopefully he didn't understand that promise. Just kidding, obviously. But so yeah, he finally has his litter box. So everything for the cat is coming together. Oh my gosh, Glenn Crack, right? So I will go ahead and get this started. He had a content live last night. I recorded the whole thing. I did some whenever he started talking about the housewives, I went to double speed on it because we don't really care about the housewives. I'm not going to really commentate on that. But I didn't want to completely take it out because during the commentating of the housewives, he would drop like a little something here and there that was whatever that I left, at normal speed. But you'll see. So, hey, Pippi. So let me get the screen shared and get us started. Okay. And again, I do apologize that I rescheduled it. Hey, your crack elf. That I had to reschedule it. Hi, Michelle, like 3 times. Hey, Aaron. 2 times. Yeah, I originally scheduled it for 4:20. Oh my gosh. And speaking of Glenn Crack, this is for you. Okay. Happy belated 420. And let's get the show started. Larissa, hello. Let me see. My chat is not. There we go. Hey, Coins. All right, I'm going to mute you guys and press play. It's not a long one, so I don't see us. We probably won't be here more than hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes at the most. Brooklyn really kept him. She really kept him. Kept a leash on him from what he said, as you will see. Hi, Christoph.
The first line of season, it's like insane.
When you first clicked on, I heard a boom. I thought it was a gunshot.
Well, could be. It's a roll of dice here at Seaside. But no, it's the first day and it's crazy. Everybody's here. It goes from like 500 to 50,000 like overnight.
Wow.
I'm surprised the internet's working, to be honest with you, because the phones are barely texting. Everything's overloaded, but whatever.
July must be a trip.
Big week for you. I heard
He's surprised the internet is working because it's the first weekend of the season. I mean, that's not how it works in Florida. Lord, if if people on the beach in the summer had to worry about the summer season starting, like spring break and stuff like that, like the internet and the phones all going out because a mass group of people arrive at a tourist destination at once. Hey, Sandra Carter, welcome. It's good to see you. Find a comfy spot. Most of it should be comfy. Coins is very limited on the places he is allowed to water. So you don't have to worry about that. We've got him under control. Well, I don't, but I'm hoping somebody does.
local YouTube person of the week, Brooklyn Girl, got a live named after her in her honor and everything. Must have been just a busy week for you. How are you holding up with all this new fame?
I had no idea.
That you're getting. Are there people outside Dunkin' Donuts waiting to take pictures and ask questions yet?
No,
not quite, not that level yet.
Coffee yet.
I don't really listen to any other.
Isn't that considerate of John to tell her live on a stream that she had streams about her this week? I don't know whose stream he's talking about. Like, I didn't have a stream titled after her. I had her name in a thumbnail. I was looking at YB's and I didn't see YB have any streams titled with her name. I mean, maybe John thinks that, I guess, like, the picture of the thumbnail is the title, which I guess it could be, but YouTube considers the title the words you write underneath it. But I would be, like, really irritated if Like you don't deliver, like, especially somebody like you're choosing to do these streams where you go off of the content, so you're automatically bringing Brooklyn into your hot mess, John. So you're really an inconsiderate prick. Michelle, thank you so much. You are not a dirty bitch. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. But he's already bringing her in to a place where, that is so volatile and stuff towards him because of the liar he is and everything that he causes around him. So he drags her along these streams, and then she has no clue what she's gotten into at all with him going off of content on these streams and her staying up there. And she's doing it over and over again. He isn't giving her any warning. And then he's like, oh, hey, by the way, you were content this week. How do you feel about that? Live on a stream, not considering her feelings whatsoever. Like I personally think that that's like super inconsiderate. And of course, John is like one of the most inconsiderate humans ever. So it's not surprising, but geez. Adam, it is so good to see you. I hope you have a good holiday weekend too. She seems to be kind of a well-off housewife in the Long Island area. And she seems to, like she was saying, that she knows everybody and all this, so she might be well connected also. She'll talk about herself during this, though. She is the only one that showed up for the Jersey commentary last night. Nobody else, none of the others. Wicked Wisdom didn't show up. Michelle, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Oh my gosh. Kirsten, Christoph, Babs, Sandra, Gina Marie. Yay. And Michelle, thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. But I don't know. What do you think? How would you feel if you were just like a random, you never really followed him other than for actual content. So let's say you really didn't have much of a clue of all the craziness. Hey, Geneva, how would you feel? Or not just Geneva, everybody, how would you feel like, so you're up there and he just randomly bursts out, oh, by the way, hey, not that Lauren Marie. I don't know. It's just like his lack of consideration for anybody but himself.
YouTube channels, but thank you.
Of course, because everybody should just be listening to this one and this one only, because who has that type of time on their hands?
Thank you.
With that all being said, maybe we'll circle back to that in a bit. Anything else? I know everyone's like, where's John's response? And the truth hurts. And like, whatever. Oh, hey, Julie. Oh, I didn't say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Where are my manners?
He's just like, the truth hurts. I can't even, I wish I could, I need to work on that sound and perfect it. His, the truth hurts. Like he's like so obnoxious. He's so fucking obnoxious. Forbidden Fruit, it's so good to see you.
When will John Yates speak? Hey, Teresa, Wrinkles, Ruth Ann, Barbie, Donnell, Mel, Teresa. I probably said hi already. I think I did. I don't know. Brooklyn.
I do.
Proper.
I do ignore it. Thank you, guys.
Is optimistic. CCB.
So much so that I barely know what he's talking about.
Well, listen, when we have like celebrities here, we have to call them out. And just you blossom so fast.
Do you want to say what you was just saying, or do you want to talk about the show first?
Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second, because there's not really much to get back to. But
I don't even know. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Well, basically, we're here to talk about Teresa's over the top hideous wedding and everyone's thoughts about it, because that was on Tuesday night. Over there, New Jersey. It's a recent special. Huh?
Her hair.
Well, we'll get there. That deserves a whole show on its own.
It does.
But I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to see whenever they actually talk about New Jersey, it speeds up, and then that little wonky, the little wonky glitches appear. Because, I mean, so you can still, if you try really hard, you can understand it. If you really care, you can go back and go back later and listen to it on a slower speed. But the point's really not about the housewives. Hey, Shyla. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. But the point really is not, about the housewives. So let's continue.
I thought her wedding was just, okay, the titty tassels, I'm just gonna jump head first. Okay, that part of the wedding, and you're all about Italians and loyal. If my Italian family walked into whatever that was, they would walk right out.
Okay.
So I had a thought when I was watching this earlier, as he said that about it's really good that the families are reconnecting. So take the statement from maybe 2 weeks ago before all the reconnecting started, where John has always said my Italian family would never stand for that, or blah blah blah. John always swore he never had a family up until 2 weeks ago. But that struck me as funny, as that's always been an expression of his. And he's just now, luckily for, hopefully everything goes well for everybody. But I just thought that was ironic.
So listen, guys, I had a big wedding. I had 320 people. I was 21 years old. I had the full cocktail hour with the lobster.
You get the Venetian hour?
The full Viennese hour with breakfast. They were making crepes, the big cake that's on fire, the filet with flambé, whatever. You name it, flambé. I had it. I had people coming from Italy. It was a spectacle and a half. And it still wasn't anything like that.
You do have a burlesque show and tassels ablazing.
That wouldn't have went over well in my family.
I couldn't see it going well in mine.
Cody, we spent a fortune. I was a baby. Do you think I would ever do that again? No.
Cody's a non-Italian. How, when you're non-Italian, would that wedding go over?
No.
Okay, listen. My husband is a non-Italian, and well, now he thinks but his family that came from North Carolina, they were jaws dropped. They're what is this? They were wearing Gap skirts at my wedding, and my family were in sequin $5,000 gowns, and they literally were what is going on? But listen, that's how we do, right? I would never do it again. And that's what got me with this episode, because I was 21, right? I did it. I was young. That's what they told me how to do, whatever. But this woman had that big wedding, was married for 15, 20 years, went to jail.
Thank you so much to the person that just sent me the Cash App. That was so not necessary. I really appreciate it. But definitely, the microwave is not an issue. It just really, so you didn't have to do that at all. But thank you very much. And hopefully, once I file a claim, hopefully they'll reimburse anyway. That's why I wasn't going to wait and get a new one after I did all the claim stuff. So thank you very much, though. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, lost all her money. Did you really need
this?
I
don't know if she lost all her money.
Okay, not all, but she lost a hell lot.
Right.
Do you really need this? You are 50 years old. Get married in a sundress on the beach. This was absurd.
Hey, Steven. Yeah, I don't.
Is that your brother, Steven?
Yes.
Oh, hi, John's brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to jump right into the middle, the meat and potatoes of the episode, but I couldn't make up my mouth about the.
Okay, Drazo, I love that you came in at the same time that they were saying hi to you on the screen. That's hilarious. That was so a norm thing. You walk into the bar and everybody's like, Drazo!
and like even like Frank Catania was like, huh? They're like, where are you? Like, this is for like the children. Just the locals are back.
Ridiculous. Like, for why? For a show? Like, what are you doing this for? I don't know. And that veil with the Sempre Insieme.
Oh, that was too much.
Which, guys, that just means like always together. Sempre Insieme, which is so tacky. She literally copied the Kardashians because they got married in June. She saw it. She had it made for her August wedding.
It's. I mean, the hair was. Everything was too much. But we'll break it down.
1,500 Barbie pins.
And all, it took her, it was all made for me. It's like, they're all proud of it, but okay, the rehearsal dinner. You have Gia with this meeting with Dolores and Jennifer about Joe, and it kind of flops and fizzles a little bit. Like, I guess that's gonna be the main thing since he's out there.
Gia's got a mouth on her this year, huh?
He does.
So, like, that was it. And like, I'm done. And
like, you totally like burned that bridge, bro. Like
we're done, and that's the end of that. We're done.
Like, I'm still from New Jersey, so I don't know why I'm talking like this.
As a lawyer,
Tia Joe, I don't know, but like, you're out of the family.
So I'm going to Rutgers, and I'm gonna be like, judge. Like, that's just definitely not guilty.
Tia Joe and Zia Melissa, you're just a her. Okay, you're just like a dirty hooer and whatever. Okay, Zia Melissa, like, you're all dead to us now. But whatever, But then, to me, it felt like staging, because then who asked next? Who asked the next question is, Teresa's makeup stylist. Like, with
so
the
obviously we know Priscilla, right? And we know that Priscilla was told to say, bring up Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was so clear. The first thing I ever know. She goes, oh, yeah, you look great. Oh my God, you're the best bride I ever had. By the way, where's your brother?
And
I don't see him anywhere.
Things on their faces.
Why isn't your only brother here? The nerve of this man. Like, do my hair, bitch, and make me pretty. Like,
how fake would it have been for Melissa and Joe to go to that wedding? It wasn't the right thing to do. They're done. They're all done. Like, Louis is strange. Like, he is weird. I mean, I can't wait to the reunion, because even Frank Catania is going to confront him at the reunion. So it's going to go down. Andy Cohen said yesterday that this reunion is like no other. And it's more of like going after Louis and a lot of proof and a lot of facts. And it's legal, very legal. And Teresa's going to tell Melissa that she knows that Melissa called the FBI and she spoke to the FBI, which she didn't. How would she speak? FBI? Like, can you tell me?
Where's my certificate of authenticity?
Like, can you tell me what happened? No, she didn't. No.
Oh, bless her heart, Teresa. I don't know. It was just... It just seemed like it was, make sure you ask about Joe every 5 minutes to see, it was, when the makeup artist was like, oh, where's your brother? I'm like, okay, enough. Like,
and then Gabriella, who never talks, she sheds one tear, and Melania, why is Gabriella crying?
Melania was like, waking up in the morning, Gabriella's crying, feeling so sad.
Or how about when they staged the scene for Jennifer to go in and give her that thing? Teresa knew she was making that. You could tell on her face. So they're jewelers. So she said, Teresa, I'll make you.
I'm just pausing because I have to for fair use sake. I don't really have much to add to the New Jersey commentary. I did slow down the singing, though. He was, for anybody that does not watch New Jersey Housewives, he was mimicking one of the children in a song she sang like umpteen billion years ago and putting different words to it.
You think Teresa waited to the morning of her wedding to have a picture of her mom and dad for her bouquet? Who believes that? Come on.
Especially how detailed this wedding was.
She was never getting married without that picture of her parents on the bouquet. Jen obviously told her, I'll have my brother make it for you. So she knew Jen was coming to give it to her, which is why she wasn't so surprised. And then they bring up the brother because they had to shoot a scene because they're paying her for her wedding. That's, you know what I'm saying?
By the way, could you tell, like, that whenever, like, Louis's father talked, like, Louis looked like he just did, like, a whole rail. Like, he did not.
You ever notice sometimes when John's up all night, blackout, intoxicated, and he goes offline for a few minutes and then comes back, he's like half asleep, and then he comes back all energetic. It looks like allegedly he might have done like half a round. Yep. Okay, let's continue.
He did not like. Was anybody picking up that vibe that he did not like his father and he did not want him speaking?
I don't know that I said he doesn't like his father. I think him and his father are tight, and I think that his
father.
Didn't
he say like his dad was an alcoholic or something like that?
But they have a really good relationship apparently now. And I have to say, I think he was more worried about what his dad was going to say because he's like a loose cannon. I heard a little bit.
But that speech was like a little off when the dad in his speech, like, when I go off to that big casino in the sky, I was like, ooh, like, like that's weird to say, like, in a wedding toast, to, your son's second marriage or 15th. I don't know.
Let me tell you, his brother looks just like him, but like 10 years older and really weathered.
But but Louis is like the younger one. Figure that one out, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, Louis is the older one.
No, his brother's older.
I think Louis is older.
I didn't watch Jersey at all, but I am going to watch the reunion. I don't feel like I need to see the whole season. The reunion is going to tell me everything I needed to know about the season and show me all the pertinent clips.
Younger brother.
It's his older brother, Dave. I know my shit.
Okay, because I'm like, wow, he's had a hard life.
Oh, Shyla, every time it's sped up, double speed like this, it's because they are talking New Jersey Housewives content, and we're not really here for that. So I sped up all of the parts where they're talking content, and I added the glitches into it so people would know that it's not really anything of importance, that at least not for what we're here for. And if people really want to listen to it, they can go back and slow it down later and listen to it. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Cree. But yeah, that's the craziness of why it's so fast in some parts. And then I slowed down certain words and certain phrases that I thought were funny that I wanted to comment on. But they only talk about content for like 30 minutes of the stream. So by speeding it up, it just, yeah. So that's why it's so crazy. So I'm sorry. It's not really that important.
Listen, I'm not a beauty queen, obviously, but that makeup and hair was horrendous.
But wait, what about like Louis Groomsmen? Didn't it look like he bought them from like an adult men's clothing catalog? Like I don't know an adult men's store. Like maybe like David's Bridal. Like okay, so his two sons get that, and his brother sure, and his dad okay. But like those four, and these are my two like bosses. These are two like college buddies, and these are two chaps over that I used to play rugby over when I lived abroad. Like they were all kind of like chiseled and like good looking.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were going for the perfect look. Do you know what I mean?
All this thought into, and he goes, and then there's Bill Aiden, who I just met, but we're going places, and I want him to, stand up next to me. I don't know. Men's Warehouse, yes, Andy, thank you. Men's Warehouse commercial, just like a bunch of men, about to like eat wings for a fake Super Bowl party that they're about to eat in their men's warehouse, like blazers and like casual denim, and like a wing.
I was shocked that Priscilla wasn't in the wedding. They're like best friends.
Who's Priscilla?
Her makeup artist. They've been best friends.
What about the girl that sent the text in the beginning that was like, friends with Angie? She was friends with like Teresa's dad. I guess they were in the same hospital.
That was someone who helped take care of Teresa's dad, and they were very close, and they had.
Why wasn't she there?
Huh?
Why wasn't she there? I mean, she sent her a very beautiful text.
You know what? They didn't give the backstory, but it was obviously a special person in her life.
I would expect Teresa to say, like, I'm so upset she can't come today because,
No, but it didn't say maybe she was there. It was just a text that you sent early in the morning on the day of your wedding.
Right. I get the vibe that she wasn't there, but you're right. Maybe she was there. And speaking of not being there, Dina, I hate to go back to her, but she was like, I can't go to the wedding. I'll get filmed. Like, bitch, like looking at the footage of that.
No, but I told you a couple weeks ago she did an interview, which she never does, and she said that going to Jersey for the engagement party triggered her so bad, and she told Teresa, I can't do this again. Like, you're 50 years old. Going to a state triggers you. You're so namaste. You live with crystals and cats, and come on, going to.
They're currently discussing how big her wedding was and that she's 50 years old and has no business, since she's already been married, having the type of wedding that she had. And it's about to slow down here in just a second because Brooklyn is going to share what her wedding was like. Right? Forbidden fruit, exactly. That's why I wanted to go through the content like I did and just, because there were certain things throughout the content that I found interesting.
To a state triggers you?
Yeah, no one's buying that. Unless you like love to.
She's so zen and not saying all this bullshit, and yet she's triggered by everything.
All right, let's talk about the guest list of Bravo celebrities that were there. So I got Dorinda Medley. Kenya didn't go for like the wedding, mind you. She went for the reception. She goes, bitches, I am not sitting outside in this heat. 93 degrees outside. I'm gonna hit the reception up like a true diva. Ashley from Potomac. I didn't get that. I know why, Dorinda and Kenya, because of Girls Trip.
Well, listen, these people are coworkers. They see each other at events. Some people you click with more than others. Teresa could have seen her and just clicked with her, and it is what it is. But it is a weird mix-up, isn't it? And then Ramona, we know what went on there. She gave up the invitation and whatever. But recently, Ramona said some bad things about Teresa. Did you hear that?
Oh, Ramona don't care. I mean, Ramona watched her whole wedding.
Yeah, but so I'm not sure what happened, but Ramona came out and said some things about Teresa being.
I hear what Johnny Crack's saying. She doesn't really seem to be interested at all in the drama, and you'll see how she treats some of the drama as we go along. Her intent really does just, like, she just wants to talk about the show and have fun, and she doesn't really want to mess with all the other stuff. And yet John is putting her smack dab in the middle of all the other stuff. The more he does these air quote content lives that turn into a load of crap. Hey, Christy Denver, it's so good to see you.
So get this, you're gonna love this, right? Pot calling the kettle black. Ramona says last week that Teresa has a huge head and she's let the fame get to her.
Well, that's clear.
But John, Ramona, coming from Ramona.
I mean, Ramona was always like in Ramona's world, though. You know what I mean? Ramona's always like kind of marched to meet her own drummer. It was always in Ramona's head, despite her being, on the Housewives for forever. But with Teresa, it wasn't her show in the beginning. It was really Caroline and Jacqueline's.
I'm just surprised that she had the balls to make a statement like that. I guess the wedding situation made them break,
But I don't know. I would just laugh. All right, so she got that girl Chanel from Dubai, whatever. Like Cynthia was there, Girls Trip, okay, whatever. Alexia from Miami, okay, whatever.
All right, did you just hear that? That's John giving commentary on the Housewives. You had so and so there, whatever. You had some so and so here, whatever. And then you had so and so here, whatever. Okay, that's it. I mean, he's not the least bit riveting at all talking about his content. That right there. I mean, you have people come from other franchises, and he's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, maybe there wasn't much to say, but it kills me that they only talked content for like a good 30-35 minutes. And the stream, I think, lasted about an hour and 10 minutes total. He really sucks at talking content.
I don't know. I felt like why wasn't Andy there? You know, what was Andy Cohen
Well,
doing
you know,
that
I
night?
saw the first 5 minutes of the reunion, and he said, "I still owe you a gift. Sorry." Andy doesn't go to weddings. I've heard him say that. He just doesn't feel like it's the right thing to do, so he doesn't. John, do you see this comment in the chat? Joseph DeAngelis.
All right, that's what Cody was just asking me about. Like, so this seems to be. That's why he showed me, and I'm like, I don't know when he listen. All the family out of the woodwork all of a sudden when it rains upon his family. No, I don't know.
So Drazo and his sister came into the chat, and then a few minutes later, somebody named Joseph DeAngelis comes into the chat, and it's kind of funny because John's right. Like over the years, even when I was a hag and a moderator, I don't know if I ever saw DeAngelis, but definitely, you know, John had many people try to impersonate family or you know, this and that. Like maybe not many people, that's a stretch, but you know, it's happened in the past. So I could see where John might be leery. Right, Glenn Crack? He didn't even know that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second, too.
Listen, who is this Joseph DeAngelis? Who are you?
You're asking the wrong guy. You would actually want to ask Steven or my sister on that side of my family if that's really true.
Wow.
Well, I guess it's his dad's side of the family, and he was completely cut off from his dad all his life. So he had, up until now, so he had no idea that his dad's brother had kids. Yeah, Drazo ends up confirming it in the chat, which you guys will come to see, that it's Drazo's stepdad's brother's child. Yeah, I think she probably will be a short turnaround. I agree.
Love it. This is great.
But yeah, that's what Cody was like. I don't know. I'm like, that's why I was like.
No, listen, I told you your life is going up and out from here. You don't know.
Is cousin Oprah gonna be in the chat soon? Because I would really love
cousin Oprah, where are you?
Hi.
Excuse me, she's my cousin, not yours.
Is Aunt J.K. Rowling gonna pop up soon? Because wouldn't mind seeing her.
That's great.
All right, so you know, I am Harry Potter, like what she based her whole Wizarding World off of, and it's a true story. So, where were we? I don't know. Cousin Joseph, Auntie Oprah, Aunt JK.
Glenn Crack, I thought he was just talking about the Vincent's restaurant. I didn't hear him mention that, so make sure you let me know in case I miss it. Hopefully I didn't speed over that really fast, so definitely if I miss it, let me know.
Yeah, Rosanna, I'm with you. She never intended to invite Melissa's family. And then you know what that is?
No.
Skeevil. We call it skeevil, okay? That's disgusting because if I had Mother's Day in my backyard, all right? I had my mother-in-law, my brother-in-laws, my mom, and you know what I did? I invited my sister-in-law's mother. because that's the right thing to do, right? So they came, and imagine if I was getting married, if I didn't invite my sister-in-law's mother.
I mean, Teresa already said, like, no, it was meant that it wasn't a mistake that Melissa's family wasn't, uninvited. It was, deliberate. So, I mean, where's Kathy and Rosie? I mean, all she cares about is a family that she doesn't have. Well, those are all your real blood there, first and brother, cousins, and whatever. And
oh, John, your stepbrother said it's Uncle Leo's son. Just confirmed. See, it's a real cousin.
Seriously?
Yeah. Are you not looking at the chat?
I didn't even know Uncle Leo had children. Like,
well, there you go.
I haven't seen Uncle Leo.
Guys, these lives are getting more and more interesting. I would not miss it for the world. My
God. Wait, so if you're Uncle Leo's son.
Just confirmed, right, Drazo? Okay.
That would make you
That's your first cousin?
First cousin, yeah.
See, John does have family, guys.
Wild. Sorry, there's, it's now we're in season now too, so that's another layer of fun. All right, so woohoo! I think I should ring a bell. There we go. Family super chat cousin alert. I just gained a cousin.
Guys,
why did he say family super chat cousin alert? Was he expecting people to super chat because he gained a cousin? I mean, that's like really weird. Super chat alert! I gained a cousin! Everybody send me money now! Yeah, I mean, because Drazo doesn't even know the cousin, so I found that interesting, Glenn Crack. That they found the stream, too. I guess, well, maybe because the dads and brothers talk, but... I wonder if that was added pressure on John also, besides Brooklyn really trying to control what he said. I wonder if that was also added pressure that he didn't want to show his crazy to a new cousin right away.
I was just telling
you. There really is someone who I am first cousin blood related.
Oh, hallelujah.
Ain't that some shit?
Hey, to all the ladies in the chat, side note, question, because sometimes we just chat and in this forum too, right?
Christoph, that's really funny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I was just telling John, have any of you taken your kids to an adventure park recently? You need to take a second mortgage to take your kids to a theme park.
And it's not even like a theme park. Okay, so in Long Island, we're talking about Adventureland. It's like a children's, like...
It's in Farmingdale. It's like, it's cute.
It's not a theme park. Like,
it's cute, but there's nothing spectacular about it.
I just told John I bought 4 tickets for tomorrow night to Adventureland, right? 4 tickets just to walk in, not for anything else. $200.
I don't know what this Adventureland is, but $50 for a theme park sounds really cheap. Really cheap. Like, I think Disney's almost $200 to get in. And I bet Six Flags and parks like that are probably at least $100 to get in, probably like $120, $130. So it's small, just for kids. That's still, I mean, I guess that's expensive, but it seems like all parks, like all amusement parks, are overpriced. Okay. I mean, I don't think any of them are worth the money that they charge, though. Yeah, like $115 for Six Flags. I grew up around Kings Island, and that's probably at least $115 now, too. Yeah. Yeah, the cost of movies has really gone up too. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm gonna be old. Because I remember when I was a kid, we would pay like, oh, we had the $1.50 movie theaters for second runs, and you would pay like $3.25 for a matinee at a real theater. Okay. And packs of cigarettes were 25 cents. No, I'm kidding. All right, let me continue. Hi, Mario. Okay. That makes sense. The taxes are sky high.
I didn't even get there yet. Can you imagine how much is going to who's going to want a chicken nugget? Who's going to want a bracelet? I got to take a mortgage out.
The accoutrement, like the food stand at Adventureland is no bueno, like at all. Like they give you like your hot dog, your hamburger, or like your chicken sandwich. And
no,
like,
Drazo, try $50 a person. So it's $50 for a kid, $45.99 plus tax, $35.99 for an adult, and that's just to walk in. Okay, insane. I'm gonna take out a line of credit to go to Adventureland tomorrow.
That sucks.
Can't keep up in Long Island. Let me tell you, we just work our little asses off to go to theme parks.
It's not a theme park.
Well, whatever.
It's like a children's uppity. Like I don't know. There's like what the pirate ship there. That's like an adult ride. I'm trying.
I don't know. All I know
roller coaster
is
that does like one little itty bitty drop.
I don't know, but wherever you guys live in the country, stay there and don't come to Long Island. That's all I'm going to tell you, because you need to like draw your blood once a week to live here. Like you have no idea.
Amen, sister. That's why I don't live there anymore.
Even Jersey is bad.
Okay, so. Okay, so clearly Teresa's hair was a surprise to every fucking person there. Hey, Sophie. Every person there was shocked at.
I'm actually confused about it because, so one of her best friends, so she's best friends with her hairdresser and her makeup artist. Like her hairdresser just had a baby. She was like the first one at the hospital to see the baby, unlike her nephew apparently. So they said that her hair was $10,000. So like you paid your best friend to do your hair for free at your wedding, but then I'm thinking maybe the extensions were $10,000.
Maybe that's the family discount. Well, those extensions, I'm sure, is what she was talking about.
1,500 Barbie pins. She literally got married like she was 24 years old.
Even Jennifer, and I thought this was Jennifer's idea because Jennifer's over the top and gaudy. Let's face it.
Jennifer's like, we that.
And Jennifer, when she saw the hair, she's like, oh my. And Teresa's like, you say so? Oh my God, no, you nailed it. Like Jennifer.
Back to content. So for those just coming in, whenever he talks about content, it goes to double speed, and you'll see little glitches in the video. But he goes off of content every so often, so that's why I'm playing his content also. But pretty soon he'll be done with content entirely and just be talking non-content.
I nailed it. You did great. It was good.
I mean, Margaret said she was waiting for the doves to fly out of it. I mean,
it was bad. It was like 3 feet tall.
The daughters were like, whoa. Louis was like, whoa.
It was like 1993 Aquanet out, Guidet, Brooklyn hair.
And 93 degrees out that day. Imagine, like,
I remember that day because I was at my mom's house. We rolled in the pool and it was so hot. And I'm like, oh, today's Teresa's wedding.
I know, me and Chloe were like, should we go? We know where it is. It's
yeah.
Like lurk.
Correction, you said that.
You wanted to lurk.
You said
You're
that.
like, John, let's go.
I would have lurked.
Is that everything about, I mean, the wedding kind of sucked. The burlesque show sucked. Like, I don't know, the naked dancers I didn't think was appropriate.
Bobby pin.
I don't know. I thought that was too much.
Yeah, totally.
You know, Stan Smith was doing like a Satan concert. I would have put that like in the film. Probably that would have.
Oh, there's another Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. Yeah,
nicely.
Washington vibe. 100%. That's good. Yeah, you're right about that one. I don't know. Is it? I think I say Bobby pin, but it's probably not Bobby. It's probably Bobby, right? Bobby. Or I say Bobby.
Yeah, well, that's us. Bobby pins, but the Bobby pins.
Okay.
You got a Bobby pin.
I was like, need a Bobby pin in that hair.
Like an English cop, like a Bobby, or like the youngest one in curls, but on the boy side.
That's funny.
Bobby, right? Bobby Brady, he was the youngest. I think so. So
is it Andy Dandy? Because I feel like Long Island's worse. Just my opinion.
Long Island is money.
Andy Dandy said upstate is worse, and I'm like, really?
No, upstate New York's worse than Long Island. No way.
Let me just give you like a scenario, right? So like you have a little house, like a 60 by 100, like two bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, like 60 by 100 property, and your taxes like start at 15,000, like start. So I don't know.
These people screaming outside. I forgot. There's like the most random shit you'll hear being screamed.
I love it. I think that's so interesting.
Oh, it's like summer rental. If you've seen that movie with John Candy, that's this time of year.
Yeah, it's probably the same, Andy. Probably is.
That's so wild that I just found out I had a first cousin in this chat.
I think that's the highlight of this night, and I love it. Guys, you want to like go to like Long Island and have dinner at like Vincent's, and John can meet his whole family? I'll go. I'll be like the therapist at the table, introduce everybody, even though I don't know any of you. We'll have,
Hi, like the
family
staff's gonna
reunion.
come out and it's gonna be like, oh, this is my cousin Maria and my other cousin Anna and my other cousin Stella.
Why did he pick Anna Maria to be his cousins? Did you guys hear that? She's like, I'm going to take everybody to Vincent's. We're going to have a big family reunion. He's like, yeah, I can just see that. I'm going to be introduced to, this is Anne, my cousin. This is Anna, my cousin. This is Maria, my cousin. Like, really, John? Like, are you obsessed with Anna Maria that you just used those names as names of cousins? It's so funny. Or is that really other names? Is that real names? I mean, I assume he just made those names up on the spot and he's just so obsessed with Anna Maria that those are the names that he picked.
And we're all related. So
All right, so let's hook it up. You got your brother Drazo. You're in here. Hook it up. We'll all go to Vincent's and Carl
with
Place.
the one in Roosevelt Field over there.
Yeah, on Old Country Road.
Oh, they sit you really on top of each other.
Yeah, but I know the owner. We'll have a good table.
Like they really just they throw you. You're like cattle.
Yeah, but you know I know everybody.
Okay.
She knows everybody. No, she didn't say they owned it. She said she knew the people there. I don't think she said they owned it. I missed that. I just heard her say she knows everybody.
Last time I was there, like one of the God.
Did I tell you the last time I told you this when I first talked to you, I think, but did I tell you the last time I was there I saw Angela eating there? I think I told you that.
I don't think you did, but like I believe it because the last time I was at Vincent's, I was with Ashley and Jay from the show, to be honest with you.
At that point, I don't think I spoke.
I think he was talking about the restaurant, Glen Crack. I don't think he was talking about his dad. But let's listen a little bit more.
To you, but as soon as I started talking to you, I told you about it. I mean, I didn't go up to her or anything, but I saw her having dinner.
Yeah, the last time I was there, I was with Ashley and Jay when they were on their first season. That's the last time I was at Vincent's. And so again, we were on top of each other. It was really
my favorite.
That could go either way, but I do think that he's talking about the restaurant. I know. But the way he said, because the people all sit on top of each other and that, I think it's just a complete coincidence that you could take either way. But I do think it's a restaurant in this case. He sure did, your crack elf.
Right.
That's. Oh, what else? So next week we have the reunion. That looks fun.
It looks intense.
And the desk, it's not cleared off yet. You have a cousin in upstate New York. Oh, there's cousin Joe.
Sheepshead Bay. So, like, did you live near Roland Roaster? Because that's my jam.
How old are you also?
I'm talking to Brooklyn. Sorry.
Oh.
Separate conversation.
Cousin Joe.
Brooklyn lived in Sheepshead Bay by Roland Roaster where I, like, eat once a month.
I used to live by there in Sheepshead Bay.
So, you're in South Florida. So, I have a place in South Florida in Las Olas. So, are you near Las Olas?
Look at the connections being made here. Transcontinental.
So she has 2 homes. That's nice. Her husband must also do really well. Hi, Strawberry. Oh, yes, he sure does. He sure does. He's the worst. Oh, Johnny Crack Eye's definitely yeah, odd.
Soul type shit. Right here.
Yeah, so we have a place in Las Olas right on the water. So are you near there? That's in Fort Lauderdale.
And we also used to live in Fort Lauderdale. I mean,
my girl Susie
talk about
B.
when you know people.
We know exactly.
That's so funny, Susie, that you lived right there. I love that I'm engaging in the chat, guys, because I just learned how to do it.
But you're still on your phone.
I have to click back and forth. Shut up. I'm not tech savvy like you.
Just go on a laptop. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
That made me die laughing. That was another time I had to slow it down. She's like, I am not tech savvy like you. This man is the least tech savvy content creator. Like, for real. He's not tech savvy whatsoever. And I think it's so cute that you think he's tech savvy. Because he's not. Oh my god. Yeah, Kendra, exactly. She does. She's only going to go down on this platform, unfortunately.
Oh my god. Why have I been doing it on my phone this whole time? I get it.
I know.
I get it. I don't want to learn new things either, but you're gonna be like, okay.
I'm like really stunad.
Yeah, well, things. You're gonna be super stunad when you're gonna be like, okay, that's all. That's all.
I know.
I'm at 31. Okay, I'm thinking him like, oh, little first cousin Joey. He's probably like 12, like that. I don't know. That's how I just built it up in my head. Like I didn't know how to talk.
You guys hear that music? I had to stop it. Do you guys hear the ice cream man outside? God, he sounds like he's at my front door. You hear that? All right, let me start again. I'm sorry.
Right?
Joe,
like,
Joe DeAngelis.
Better be safe than sorry.
Joe DeAngelis is 31, so we're going to do dinner. Let's see who's coming to dinner, guys. I'm booking it. I'm booking the whole thing. Family reunion.
And it's in New Jersey. No, I wouldn't do that.
Drazo is in Long Island too. So, right?
Yes, he is in Long Island. He's in Suffolk.
There you go. Got my way.
I wanted John to say Copaig so bad because of how John screamed a few weeks ago or a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. I'm not really good with time, however long ago it was. How Copaig was like the worst place in Long Island. Actually, Drazo did a stream this morning. I was watching it. It looked like he was sitting outside his house, and it looked like a really cute neighborhood that he lived in. So I don't know what John's talking about, or what John was talking about at the time. But I was waiting for him to say Copaig.
He's not far from you.
This is so cool. I have to tell you, I've been watching John's lives for years, and I have never seen a family member pop up ever.
Well, I've seen that happen like countless times. It's just never like been true before.
I'm talking about a real living, breathing family.
Well, I know, but there've been like people that claim to have been family members of mine. I mean, we've been going through this for years. So like when it happens now, like just like before, I'm like, oh, you know.
Wow. So where is this? Where are you from? Are you?
Don't say anything.
No, I'm just saying New York region.
Yes, I would say that's a safe answer to say New York region.
Okay.
Don't give too much away, cousin Joseph. Joey, is it? I don't know. Big J.
Thank you, Donnell. I have good ideas sometimes.
Oh no, don't message me on Instagram because I never check it.
That's true.
I think there are a lot of people that are mad because I have not checked Instagram. I have deleted the apps. I only brought it back up so people couldn't pose as me on it.
You want to know what's so cute? Your cousin, who's 31, has a picture of a cat as his picture. You have a lot in common already.
Well, we are first cousins, so there's that. Cats.
Love it.
First cousins.
The cat thing must run in the genes.
Must
Super fun night.
Because no one on my mom's side ever liked cats. What?
Super fun night. I love this. I'm so excited. Guys,
his excitement level is not is not up there. Yes, that is yeah. That is what is out there, that his account is frozen. That he only removed the app because the account's frozen.
can I tell you something? Like to all the women. Well, can I tell you all something? When you're on these lives, you have to stare at yourself talking, and you look at, like, every time I'm on this live, I'm like, oh, my face is so fat. Oh, my nose is so big. Oh, I have too much Botox. This is like a horrible thing, having to look at yourself talk for this whole time.
That's why so many people don't.
You're right. I understand why people make videos and don't
I mean,
show
those
themselves.
people that don't, like, gave up on themselves long ago, and they can't face looking in the mirror ever, yet alone looking in the mirror when they're talking to them.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that don't ever show their faces. And I realize why, because you have to, like, stare at yourself, and it's like, whoa, I need work.
No, Joe, if you want, you can message me on Instagram. I'll have someone check it. I just every time I go on Instagram, it's like 8 million messages like, did you?
Notice how he said he'll have someone check it, like he's got 50 assistants. He'll just throw one of his assistants on it, which he does have free assistants. But what's he going to do? Just like give Julie, I guess Julie's got the password or whatever, and have her check it? Does he have her write back to people too? I mean, right.
Did you see this? And oh my God, and this, look what this one did. So I just don't go on it anymore. I only have it up so people couldn't pose as me.
Thank you, Donnell. I'm trying to hold on to the youth. You know what I mean? Trying.
Oh,
God, no, Marielle. No. His assistants would be also called the hags.
Twitter, I had to be following you, so I probably that wouldn't work either.
Do you guys like, can I ask a question? Like, just so I'll see in your chat. Like, when we go off on these tangents of other conversations, do you guys, like, hate it? Because I love to talk about random shit. Just curious.
Oh, hey, Addie.
Hi, Addie.
I can't ever, like, be like in an avatar. I don't know. I just feel like people aren't watching to hear some weird voice.
Thank you, moderator 148. You're really sweet.
And be angry all the
No, but Addie, you're right. Like, I feel like when someone's talking, I definitely want to know what they look like, or it's just a voice. You know, it doesn't seem real. But then when you have to
hello, I'd listen to radio if I wanted.
Well, you got a good point.
Do you know how dumb you sound when you say, hello, I'd listen to radio if I wanted? Dude, it is not 1970. Radio is not even what it was. Like Howard Stern, you could watch his radio show on demand on cable. I remember back before he ever had the contract and went to and went to Sirius, you could actually watch his radio show on TV if you had the Howard Stern on demand. Or maybe that was after Sirius, and before Sirius, you could still watch it. They would show it, like, because a lot of the but anyway, so there's that, and then also how many people listen to YouTube while they're driving, and you're not looking at the picture anyway. Like, you just sound like YouTube is another form of radio, just like Sirius is. Like, these are all listening tools, and there are definitely some streams over others. Like, there's lots of streams where you don't necessarily need to see the people and you can just listen to it. So I pick those, like, to drive with, or like if I'm resting my eyes and I don't need to look at the screen. There's a lot of streams that I'll pick for that. So, and these people show their faces. I don't really care. It just sounds really stupid when you say that was radio, that it's not radio, like you're in like 1970 and you're looking at the radio waves and yeah, he's also bashing any of his haters that use just avatars like me. Yeah, exactly, Johnny Crack. Oh, that's it, Silk Print. Thank you. I knew there was ways that I had seen it. Yep, Violet Witch, same. Like, I think I was around 10 or 11 when we got cable. But now there's so many options and you don't actually have to watch like YouTube. Yeah, I mean you can and there's a lot of streams that you do actually want to visually see. But there's also a lot of streams that there's just a lot of people talking and stuff and you don't really need to see it. And there's so many people that do just the avatar, and there are very wealthy content creators that do just the avatar. Not that I would ever be one of those. No way, because not on somebody like John, but you know what I mean, like is it Dead Corpse, or what's his name? The Corpse, the Dead Wife no, not Dead, oh geez. The Corpse's wife? Corpse Bride. Corpse Bride? What's his name? Anyway, like that person. And then, there's Illuminati, who's got all kinds of, she's really been in the drama lately, but, plenty of successful people use avatars. So John's just talking out of his ass and always corpse husband. Thank you. Thank you, Larissa.
You do.
I mean, like, if you're gonna if you're gonna fail at everything and then be a YouTuber because that's the place that'll pay you for being a failure, and then like you fail at that by not even showing your face.
Oh, they said I love the random shit. Thank you.
Just the bare nothing, just the nothing, just the littlest amount of,
just a light hint of.
I mean, shit. These people can be sitting in their clothes for a week. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be honest, guys. When we have a live, I put a little makeup on, I pull my hair up. I mean, I try, but you got to stare at yourself and you're like, whoa, I'm getting old.
Woo! And all week long, since our last live, all these revelations have come out. Oh, no. Oh, no, the truth comes out about John Yates. Oh no, motherfucker. Mole and his leak in his camp. Wow. When isn't there one? When isn't there a mole? When isn't there a leak? When isn't there a sex?
Okay, so I don't know about this. Okay, so let's go back because I don't know.
It's
Sassy Nerd Girl was a huge fan of his. Her and I were like hag sisters. I don't know. We were really close back then, as far as the hag life went. And she was a huge supporter of his. She could not afford the memberships Or she just was a person, maybe she could afford, but she preferred to spend her money elsewhere. So once he did memberships only, she could never chat. So every once in a while, she would go up on his stream and chat. But she was a huge supporter. And it's just like crazy that he didn't know who she was. Like, he's such a dick.
It's something so stupid, and it
John
doesn't
always
change
knows I have no
the
clue what's
truth
going on
or
in the
my
YouTube
story
world.
whatsoever. It's like, oh look, it's Woodward and Bernstein over there thinking they got the Watergate tapes.
Well,
Hold yourself accountable, says the bank robber.
So
And
what did
they're
you
gonna
do,
pay
John?
for this, says like I don't know what you want to call that 80s perm girl, whatever she is.
I don't know who you're talking
The one
about. So can you explain what you're talking about to me, please?
I don't know.
Everyone, please.
You know me. I like answers. I have questions. I want answers.
I don't know. For the last 2 days, and again, I don't watch them. I don't watch anybody because I wouldn't have enough time in a day to sit in a bowl and shit if I had to watch what everybody was saying about me around the fucking clock. But and it's nice out.
Just so everybody knows, John does not have the time of day to sit in a bowl of shit. What are you sitting in now, asshole? I think you found the time of day and you found the bowl of shit and you are sitting on it. No, he doesn't. He's not even making sense at all with what he's about to say.
So, and I'm happy in my life.
Good. You
So
should
there's
be going
that.
out. Work your asses off.
Where was I? I forgot.
John knows I'm happy when he's working his ass off.
Well, oh, that there's a mole in my camp, and like there always is, and screenshots.
There's a mole in your camp.
Screenshots were given because
it's not me.
Screenshots were given from the mole to the informant. Very CI.
I am the informer
type stuff.
I could be wrong, but I think he's talking about the MTT stuff. And it seems to me that there wasn't even anything Molly done. It seems like MTT told somebody told them. They asked her, she lied. And then she stopped lying and told the truth. Is what it seems to me. I don't know. And
and and it shows absolutely nothing that is just a mixed up screen. Like I can't do this.
Can you spill it out? Because you're confusing the shit out of me.
I don't know how to explain it. It's a screenshot saying someone lied when they didn't, and who cares? I mean, it's about someone who else is dead in this community. I mean, they can't let these dead people go. I swear to God.
Whoa. Who can't let who? So, John, are you fucking kidding me? Who can't let them go? After all of the disgusting shit that you've said, you're the one who's not letting it go. And yes, people are mad at the way you dropped the news and the disgusting way that you fucking went about it was so fucking disgusting and gross and hurtful and painful to the people that she cared about, and nobody at all had any right or business, or like nobody should have ever found out the way they did with you telling them. Jeez. Like you are just such a fucktwat. pardon my language if I offend you. Or pardon the people I offend, I apologize, but he's a fucktwat. Hey, Cosmic.
Like, it may say RIP on your death certificate, but not on YouTube, because this shit is just every goddamn night. Like, they're just let their souls leave the earth.
I'm gonna have to stop you because I'm lost, and you're gonna have to. I'm sorry, but you're talking in circles.
What?
Cody, is he not talking in circles?
I say
because I don't even want to talk about it.
But then you brought it up. I don't know what you're saying. Now I'm getting frustrated.
Well, it was, Cagney and Lacey were saying that, I guess, we lied, me and MTT, about the
I love the nickname Cagney and Lacey. Let's continue.
the whole way I found out about Sarissa. So that's why I said there always needs someone who's dead to talk about, because, they can't.
So Sarissa is the woman who passed away, unfortunately.
And, it doesn't change anything I've had to say about how I found out or anything. And
hold on. Like, are you saying that? Well, hold on, because that can.
I'm just saying it's stupid.
No. Let me clarify. Are you saying that the story you repeated about her death is not true?
Oh no, that's true. They're saying it's the manner on how I found out the truth is not.
Yeah,
true.
but the story is still exactly the same, correct?
Right.
Like, you didn't lie about the story.
God, this is like, I don't want to talk about this stuff. It's stupid. They're saying, I said it was Terry Lynn. They're saying no, it was MTT, because they had this one screenshot, just like they had this one screenshot from this one person one time, and they had this one screenshot from this other person this other time, and
well, they wouldn't.
It doesn't change any of what I have to say about it. And
that wouldn't be something they would be mad at you at. That would be something they'd be mad at this MTT person about, because she would be the one that lied then, right? That's not your problem, correct?
It is my problem.
Oh, okay.
It is. Trust me, everything's my problem.
Well, that's true.
And just to go to show you, MTT wasn't bothering anybody, not going live, not talking about any of these people. And, she has a lot of moderators that were friends with her in that chat. And it's kind of shitty. She wasn't bothering anybody.
That's funny. I remember when MTT sided with everybody else when I was kicked off Hag Island. She just jumped onto the bandwagon of everybody. And then she was on the bandwagon for a month or two. And then she lectured everybody about jumping on bandwagons. And then she quit the bandwagon. Then she jumped on another bandwagon. Then she ended up on JY's jock bandwagon, where she is now. But here's how I feel about it. I think it's not necessarily MTT to blame. Look, here's what I heard. I heard that like 15 or 20 people knew about this, that it had gotten out. Heidi told 3 people, and then somehow from there, it had gotten out to where 15 or 20 people knew, and people were telling each other. And so it was only a matter of time. It should have been handled differently, so it never got to John, and that happened. So I don't necessarily think... I think MTT lying to people and saying that she didn't do it is bullshit. And so I think her friends have every right to be mad at her for that. Yeah, she probably did, Cree, you're right. But somebody was going to tell him. If not her, it would have been somebody else. Because the people that were closest didn't handle it the best way they could. And instead of making a plan, they just kind of let the information seep out. You know what I mean? And, and they're not even necessarily to blame for that either, because they were in mourning. They didn't maybe think at the time of a better way to handle it, meaning Terry Lynn and Heidi. And I know the other two people that Heidi told, but I would think Terry Lynn and Heidi were, her closest friends. And the best thing to do would have been for them to come up with a plan to let people know the proper way. But unfortunately, yeah, she never should have let TL take the blame. Absolutely, Susie. That was bullshit, letting somebody else take the blame. But it's just sad that it went so far, and that's how it happened. And it's gross the way he did it, and it never ever should have happened that way, with John breaking the news that way. And I still, I'm sure many of you, like me, won't forget him and his mocking of the shaking. Evil, pure evil. And it's easy, really, to throw a whole lot of hate and anger at MTT for it. And I just don't think she deserves as much as she's getting. I do think she deserves some. It's just really unfortunate circumstances. Hey, Josh. So, that's just my opinion anyway. Everybody is dealing with this and knows things and knows her and knows Mims. Everybody's going to form their own opinions differently than the way I'm forming mine. And so nobody's opinion is wrong on this at all, because we're all sitting in different seats and viewpoints with all of it. So anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know.
Well,
just like I'm not going to talk about, Fritzy going live for I don't know how many hours the other night, calling, what was it, Amazon.com as me on speakerphone.
Oh my.
That's right. I forgot he did start the whole TL bandwagon of the thing. Yeah, that's a good question too. Fun size high. But yeah, I forgot that my stupid weed brain right there, that he started the whole thing of blaming her hardcore. So that's really shitty. And then MTT just let it happen. That's really shitty too.
Goodness.
Sex acts I get into.
Are you kidding?
That's what I was told. I mean, I could be lying about it.
There was actually like an actual person who took the time to go online and call companies.
It's the same stuff. I mean, if you want to, Yahoo.
That blows me away.
I mean, it's on his channel. Go look. I don't care.
I don't know who that is, but they actually called companies saying it was you.
Yeah, and then I guess I was getting intimate with whatever customer sales rep I was talking.
I have a couple things to say about that, but first, Tony, I think you were accidentally, timed out, Tony. I am so sorry. It looks like Kirsten accidentally pressed a button. I was just going to ask if one of the mods had the phone in their pocket or something. But I am so sorry, Tony. That's 300 seconds. You're probably about 220 seconds left. I don't know. I wasn't counting. That's just a guess. Maybe it's 200 now. It'll go quick. The prank calls. Yeah, I need to say, everybody, like a bunch of people are up in arms about YB doing the pranks. YB was calling businesses, but he was calling scam businesses. He was calling all of the scammers that call people to try to get their money illegally. he wasn't calling real legitimate businesses of hardworking people. And I know it even sounded like it on the one where it said it was the PNC, like PNC something or other, but that was also not a real PNC. That was a scammer company posing as a PNC. He wasn't calling any real legitimate businesses. He was just scamming the scammers. And there's whole you can't really get in trouble for that. There's like whole YouTube channels based on scamming the scammers. So yeah, definitely it wasn't real businesses, which makes it much funnier because these scammers just want his money from him and he's not giving them enough information. So it's like he's just trying to keep the call going for as long as he can until the scammers hang up. Now, he did give out John's address on one, but in all fairness, Hag 148, Mod 148, has also given out John's address on her Instagram. So, and he has also given out his address himself, too, once it was out there. So, I mean, really, it's not that big of a thing that YB gave John's address out because it's readily available for anybody. Anybody who was around a year and a half ago, there was an account that was actually named after his address, an IG account. So some people even memorized the street numbers that never wanted to, but it just because if you saw the account, then it just kind of stuck in your head. Yeah, he gave out his own address, so. Yep, it was her full legal name, Glenn Crack. We've got old. I think YB just. I don't know if I know YB's got the old IG, but there's old IGs with her using her full name, Julie Lafferty Pagano. And it's clear on the IG lives when we're watching them that she's using that. I know I've got one or two on my channel, and I'm sure YB's got the same ones that I'm sure he'll play them too at some point, if he hasn't already. Because they are from the Lily Pad hotel days.
Oh my God, guys, in the chat, is this like stuff you've never heard before? Because this is not like real life to me.
This was the same night about like this, Maria and Ann text that came to light, so I don't care.
Oh boy, that's insane. Well, it's never a dull moment in the YouTube world, I guess.
And it's just silly. Like, they want to say I'm the crazy one, but you're sitting here as a 40-year-old man with like, I want to say like a 5-year-old daughter. I don't know how old she is, but she's young.
Well, he's blessed then. He's got a family and children.
Like, this is how you spend your nights. Like, and I'm the crazy one. I'm the one, and it's a little wild.
I've never heard of these things. Bye, Drazo. Have a good night.
Good night, Steven. I mean, it just, and then like, and it's not even like he's doing it for like a room of like 100 or 500 or 700 or 1,000. It's like, there's like 4.
He's had 100 in there. Shut up. He's got almost like 3,000 subs, I think. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you only do lives with 40 people in them too, and you're talking about content, so shut the hell up.
41 people in the chat.
Wow.
41. And I mean, you do you.
Very sad. Well, moving on, because that's just insanity. I've never heard of these things in my life. Moving on.
There's like a race trying to happen. Like I'm waiting for like Toretto to get like out of the car and like, do you hear it?
I agree with you, Drazo. Calm. I tell him every day. John, I like you calm and collected. And any other
Oh, I'm calm. I'm fine. I'm.
No, that's what he said. He said I loved you this way.
It's just silly. I'm not gonna go back and forth with them over a text. I'm like, I'll show this text, you show that text. Like, not gonna do it. I don't care. You pretty much
let go and let God.
Me than there is to say. So.
Oh, is your arm broken? You don't feel like holding it up to the camera tonight? If you guys would not mind, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. It would mean a lot, and then it gets the content out into the algorithms, so more people, hopefully hags, can get all of the content, learn more about Mr. Yates, and hopefully not get scammed in the future.
I'll wait for you to say something outrageous again, and then I'll put my 2 cents in, and then that's it. But I said I wanted to stop talking about 90 Day Fiance because it was like the same script, different cast. This is the same script, same cast. Like, okay, John gets a text. John gets a threatening police call.
It is the same script. John goes crazy. John says he doesn't want to be here anymore. Somebody calls a welfare check. The police come. John says he never said anything to indicate he didn't want to be here and that we're all a bunch of skeezy liars. And then John lies about other stuff. And then watch once and repeat the next day. He does it all over again. And I forgot to add that he's also drinking in this. Like, John, you are the broken record because you never tell the truth. That's why you're a broken record. When people lie and people start feeling like they're liars, and then you can't even get the truth out of these people, then they just want to continue to lie. People are going to keep pressing and pressing and pressing and keep digging further and further and further. So you can control the broken record. You can control the merry-go-round. It's really easy. Just freaking tell the truth.
Oh, we sent the police to John's house. Oh, now someone turned on him. It's the bingo cards.
You're just saying it gets old.
It's and like I've been playing this game as a first-hand player for a long time. So,
yeah.
And, for Christ's sakes, Maria is like in her 60s, making up like catty, like high school names like Jaundice and Slowfie. Like,
what's that?
Okay, Jaundice was really funny, and I was mad I didn't think of that myself. I liked Jaundice. I thought that was quite funny.
Because she's hip and she thinks she's like the boss of YouTube, so she gives everybody like nicknames.
Oh,
it just makes her situation even like more sadder, to be honest with you.
Well, I wish them all well.
She types out like the chat and she's like, "Ooh, Slowfie, I'm winning." Like.
That whole thing, what you just told me, confused me because, again, I'm only going to say this one more time. I don't know the situation. I know what you said, but the story of how the sad story of how this woman passed is still the same, no matter who told you, right? Maybe they didn't want.
It's not about who told me. It's about they're mad because I was told. I did say it first that they didn't get the jump on it, and now they're trying to make more content off it.
Well, that's not true. They're mad at how you revealed it. You shouldn't have been told and revealed it because you're such an angry piece of shit. People didn't want to make content off of this. That was part of the problem. And why it got to you. Because they were trying to avoid having to do something so horrible. Or not maybe trying to avoid, they just didn't know how, maybe. I mean, right, Christy Denver, yeah, all the nicknames that he's given. Right, April, that's another really good point. You think so, forbidden fruit? I don't know. I guess time will tell. But she's about to basically say what I just said is maybe they don't like how he said it. So she's about to correct him.
Well, listen,
but it was an inside job, and like none of my friends are friends with fucking those people.
Devil's advocate, because you know how I am. Maybe they're mad because you said it out the gate, and maybe they wanted to like wait to say it because it just happened, and maybe they feel like you were not the person to deliver it because you hated her and she hated you. I can understand that if that's why they're mad. I get it. But if the story is the same, either way you slice it.
And MTT is in the chat, and there's also a lot more.
Okay, I'm just commenting on the one thing you told me.
I don't walk a word of what I said back. And it's just another fucking tactic. MTT did nothing to these people except be my friend. And if they don't,
Well, that could be argued as it already has, John. MTT told you, knowing what a piece of shit you are, and that you would deliver it in the most horrific way possible. Christy, I would agree with that, except for the way he revealed it. Why nobody paid him? Right, Shyla?
I just found out.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Maria goes after people who are like my friends. She sends them threatening.
He keeps saying it doesn't matter because he has no intention of taking any responsibility for the gutter trash that he is.
Threatening messages, and if they don't crack, then they'll attack you. I mean, like it's MTD didn't do anything to anybody, and a big reason why I felt a certain way about the people in Maria's chat after she just decided to turn on me when she was wanting to be my best friend was because Maria, and she just turned, and all the moderators, Brooke, that's why I got mad at Brooke, and none of them defended me. Not one moderator, not one person in the chat when I was getting eviscerated.
Oh my God. These bitches, and I include myself in that, have defended, like, so many hags have defended the hell out of you for so long. What are you talking about? The MTT stream we just watched, Maria was defending the hell out of you. And she was completely mortified and embarrassed watching herself back defending the hell out of you. It was quite amusing. I recommend it. It's a good watch. But like, all of us defended the crap out of you when we were hags. That was the problem. That's why people hated us, because we blindly listened to you and thought everything you said was true. We didn't question it, and we thought everybody else was a liar, and that's how we treated it. So for you to act like nobody defends you, right, yeah, that's Glenn Crack. No, but still, even at that time, there were people defending him. I wasn't defending him, but I was sticking by him for a minute. But you had Heidi was defending him, and other people were defending him. He's had people defend him in even his very worst moments. And he has the nerve to sit here and say that people didn't defend him.
When this was news to everybody, and other people were sending me DMs behind the scenes. I love you. No, don't. We don't love you. All those people in there kissing her ass. They sent me all these messages, and I'm like, well, can you maybe say, can you not talk about my friend when I'm getting torn apart?
Right.
And, that's because they're all afraid of this psycho granny who crochets.
Who is that?
Maria,
Oh, okay.
the bank robber.
John.
What? She
Got
is. Did you ever hear line 23?
I know you told us the story, but keep calling her that over and over. It is what it is. It's not going to change.
I can call her a bank robber until I'm blue in the face. It won't change. It won't change that she is a bank robber.
You can say it till you're blue in the face, and it doesn't change the fact that she was not charged for bank robbery. She is not a bank robber.
Oh gosh.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree.
Someone who is a bank robber and stealing money from a bank and opening up bogus accounts in her family's names to siphon money. I mean, how much worse? I mean, like, this was a scheme, an operation. It wasn't just like a one time you go into the bank, stick them up, give me your money.
Right, he just talked about the maturity level of John Dust.
I think it would be
a
really
well
great.
thought out plan here.
Come on, don't stop.
Since we're all adults, wouldn't it be so great to get this woman Maria on a chat and the two of you actually speak without yelling and solve this shit?
That's how you know Brooklyn knows nothing about this community. That suggestion. Oh, that interview. Okay, thank you, Pippi.
No.
Okay. They act like you're the worst thing since sliced bread. You're the most horrible person.
I don't care.
I don't get it. I don't get it, people. I don't get it.
I don't care.
Well, listen, it is what it is. I'm sorry about the situation. I see this crafting with MTT. Sorry about your situation with these people. Hope it gets better.
It's not, and it never will. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. It's not ever going to get better, and it never will.
That sucks.
I mean, everyone knows it. Watch.
He actually just said, let's not kid ourselves. It's not going to get any better. It's not ever going to get any better. It never will. Like, you just repeated yourself. You just said what you said and said it again. John, it could get better. The truth shall set you free.
Like I said, I'm allowed to give my opinion because you're
I think we could all say safely that it's never going to get better and it won't ever stop.
On this topic, I think maybe like these women got mad because you found out really quickly and you probably put it out there before they did, or before like maybe the family or some of her extended family knew, and they don't like the timing of it or the way you said it, which I could understand that, but you hated her, so she didn't.
I don't give a good fuck what her extended family has to fucking say.
I'm just saying.
I give two fucks what her Aunt Brenda.
Shut the fuck up, John. Just stop. This is why you're the one. Oh my God. See, this is where you're talking about it and you're going to make everybody else talk about it again some more because the vile bullshit that comes out of your mouth. You could, oh my God. I can't. Like, he will cosmic crazy.
twice removed from the mountains of
I'm
fucking
just
Utah have to
saying that
say
could be
about
why
what her
they were
fucking daughter, what
upset
she
with
was
it.
doing to me? Don't care.
Well, wait a minute.
No,
I have
honey.
a question. Were these women, this woman Maria, was she good friends with the woman who passed away?
At one point, and then she wasn't, and then only when she had the stroke did she pretend that they were friends again. I was the only one who stayed truthful and honest.
John just said he's the only one that stayed true and honest to Mims. Are you fucking kidding me? And just because we're not on good standing with her, here's the thing. I wasn't on good standing with her at all when she passed. But that doesn't mean that I'm not remembering the good times that we had. And when I found out, I cried for hours. I cried really loud, really hard for hours the night that John let it out. A few days later, when we found out that she had gone, I didn't cry nearly as much then. I let it all out the night. But it was... And we weren't in good standing, but my heart just broke from everything that happened to her, and I wasn't even one of her close friends. The people that were really close to her, it just, oh my God, just the lack of consideration for anybody else's feelings but your own, so you can make a disgusting point that just really makes you look so much worse.
I said, no, she's a horrible woman. I'm happy she's is where she is. But all these people who were saying, oh, she was great, all liars. Maria Anna Brooke, they would do nightly lies about how terrible she was. Please.
So they didn't.
Peaches, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I love the descriptions. It's a Shiba dog gifting a large bone, bowing respectfully. Thank you so much.
They didn't really care for her either.
No, please.
Can we not talk about that?
You either voted for Katie Heron or Regina George. That's what you got in that.
Oh well, crazy times. Let's go back to Teresa's hair.
It's just crazy. And
crazy.
I don't think they wanted you to know, or if you knew, I don't think they wanted you to say it. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. That's my opinion.
Peaches, thank you. Did you mean to send that twice? Are you pocket super chatting me, Peaches? Thank you so much, but I don't know if you meant to send that twice. Thank you. I guess you did. Thank you.
what is this?
Call me crazy.
Crazy.
Sheila.
She's horrible, and I don't care.
Anywho.
Yeah, I mean,
Pick it back up, guys. Pick it back up.
Not going to go into the same.
Yeah, I don't like going down these rabbit holes.
I mean, there's nothing new I can say about how horrible people already are. Oh, they got more horrible, guys. Woo, to more horrible. Cheers. I mean, what are we going to say?
I definitely don't want to sit up here and go down these rabbit holes because they don't get solved, and that's what annoys me. Tomorrow it'll just be more shit, and for me that's a waste of my time. I want to focus on the positivity and keep it moving, and I tell John this every day, none of these people want good for you. If I happen to see something online, I don't even send it to him, because why? He's working all day and it's just gonna go backwards instead of forwards, so what's the point? More bull crap? No.
If you've been watching him for 4 years, I mean, yeah, she should know. I mean, I think maybe she only specifically sought out his content lives, and she was never really in the streams participating. I mean, never when I was a hag did I ever see her. And then I think I spoke to somebody else who was a hag after me, and they had never seen her either. So I feel like she only watched his specific content streams when she did, and she was never like a chat participant. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how 4 years you could avoid Christy Denver.
There's no point.
Yeah, so I'm sorry I didn't give everybody the reaction they wanted.
Well, I'm proud of you for that, my friend.
Here. Plus, it's nice out. So, is there
And we got a new
I am
cousin
44,
tonight.
Joseph. Be careful. That's
You're
it.
54.
I'm 44. Prick.
You are
Shut up.
54.
He is.
I was gonna say, John, you are a liar.
He has an old thing for like old men. It's weird.
Oh, well, you know what, guys? I have to tell you. So do I. I do. And you know what? I'm 40, and I have a weird thing for old men. Like,
he likes grandpa.
Do you know who I love? Like, I love Armand DeSante. Ooh, he played John Gotti in the Gotti movie, like the first one. Girls, he was.
So you like
gone.
Ricardo like Montalban? You like the old grizzled.
John, you know that I like when you put on your Picardi.
That's right. Love me some Armand DeSante.
I'm not 54. Yeah. I'm 44. See what you do?
Cody, that's going to be everywhere.
I'm 44. Yeah. Christ. I hope I look good for 54 then. Like, whatever.
He's 54.
Yeah, I.
Oh my gosh, from now on, I am going to say that this man is 54 years old. That's hilarious. He always wants to call us like so much older than we are. John, you are 54 years old from now on. I mean, you do kind of look like you're 50, as rough as you've been looking.
I do. I happen to gear towards like the old men looking refined, like little gray on the sides, like the little Guido look. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I can't help it.
I think we're good. Like, the wedding sucked. It was kind of a bore.
I'm very much looking forward to the reunion. Very much. Because it's going to be some big... Did you see Andy Cohen yell at Teresa?
Yeah, but it's like it's the first time it's happened either.
No, but John, I've never seen him yell like that. I've never seen him yell like that. I was like,
yelled at them when he was like, "Shut up!"
That was a good one.
No, I'm looking forward to the reunion. I don't know. I don't have to watch like 90 Day on Sunday again, do I? 'Cause,
excuse me. I do so much for you doing a live about Jersey.
That live was pretty dreadful.
Guys,
I'm just saying.
Talk about gravel voice. Like, he's got a gravel voice too. Like, it's all up. His voice is so weird. It's like, I don't know. He's got some fucked up voice issues too. So he should really stop and leave all of our gravel voices alone. But Brooklyn is now going to insist that he does a stream this Monday or Tuesday for 90 Day Fiance. Which is pretty funny here, how hard she's going to try to convince him. And us all knowing John the way we do, we can tell that he's going to want no part of this. But it'll be interesting to see if he actually does, like if she actually does convince him to do it. Like when Monday or Tuesday comes along, is he going to do it or not? Anyway, there's just a few minutes left. If you guys have not hit the like button, please, I would really appreciate if you did hit the like button. I'm so happy you guys are even here viewing this. Just clicking on it is awesome and viewing. But if you'd hit the like button, then I'd really appreciate it. And let's get the last few minutes of this done.
I'll watch like the first 5 minutes of it.
In the chat, can you put like the number 5 if you want us to do a 90-day live? Just put the number 5 and we'll go by that. And if we outnumber John, then too bad. I'll do it myself.
Also, okay.
Brooklyn, are you eyeing to get your own channel? Do you want to do your own 90-day content? Don't be telling John that.
What was I gonna say? Shit. I forgot now. I don't remember.
Do we have fives?
What's that, Brian?
Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of fives, John.
Yeah. There's
tons of fives.
all of 4 5s there. So, and Wendy, you can't count 4 times in a row, 5 times.
Don't talk to my Wendy H. She's perfect. Oh, we're doing it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're doing it.
I think we're good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to go. I just don't want to do this pissing contest with them. Like, okay, go live as me. Like, do jerk off and call. Like, I'm John Yates. And if you get to be me and call Verizon employees.
So wait.
Whatever. It's fine.
Hold on.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm confused about that. So I just want to know from me. So this person you're telling me, what's his name?
Fritz. He's a Yahoo boy. He's Phil. He goes by many names.
Okay. So he was on live calling companies?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like, what was the joke or what was the motive? Like what?
Just being an asshole.
What was he telling the companies?
I didn't watch, but from what I was told, it was, "Hi, I'm John Yates, and I live at 20 or 100 DuPont or whatever."
Whoa.
And then I guess he would be talking to somebody about something, and they bring up sexual stuff. I don't know. But like, again,
whatever.
More drunk people just walking by.
I hear them. They're loud.
Yeah, I told you. Summer rental. Summer rental
John,
for the rest of the year.
What is July like by you?
It's wild here. And we're like right
on the road.
So we miss nothing.
Apparently so.
So yep. But it is still early, so I wanted to actually go to the boardwalk. So
good, you should go.
So
guys, I'll have to try to convince John.
How many people think after this live he actually went to the boardwalk? And how many people think he just stayed home and continued to get drunk until he passed out on the living room floor?
John to like maybe go on Monday night if he's willing to do it, or Tuesday. Well, we'll see.
And to my cousin Joseph, a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, hi Joseph.
And that's it. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you next time I see you. All
awesome.
right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, Pippi, I'm muted. Bald cat. Yes, it was muted. Deep thoughts by Cooch. Deep muted thoughts by Cooch. What was I saying? I don't know. I'm not even sure now. I lost my deep muted thoughts. They went away when the mute came off. I don't know. If it's really important, though, I'll come back and go live again just to say it. And then be done. No, right? What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was talking about how he is always so like his thoughts. She's always confused because he's not making any sense. He's always like, well, all these people, they hate me, and there's always gonna be a problem. I'm always gonna be a problem. They're always gonna attack me. There was text, and then she said something, and then they, responded in lies, and people posting, and they all hate me, and then they're always going to be, they can't ever stop talking about, can't they just leave the dead alone? I mean, he can't, I notice a lot of people like him when they lie. That's how they talk. They talk and avoid. They avoid what they want to talk about. They take forever to make a point. And then when they make the point, they add a whole bunch of extra word salad to it that doesn't make any sense and try to confuse you. And his word salad is like drunken word salad. So it really is its own word salad. But, right? It does show how he pulls people. Absolutely. She has no idea. And he's done this. This is like the third or fourth time. At least the third time he's gone off content at the end, and she's still been up there. And it's, yeah. I hope she catches on very quickly and she's not there for much longer. It's sad because she does like to talk about it. She needs to find a different content creator that she can work with. I don't know why I'm not getting my restream is not pulling up the new messages. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. But thank you everybody so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Yep, then he deletes them and he privates them. And so it's really hard to catch the crazy. It's never on his streams. So if you don't catch it live, then a lot of times, that is maybe how she was there for 4 years. If you don't catch it live, then you don't catch it. And he's done so much air quote rebranding. Okay, and on that note, I am really going to end the stream this time. So thank you again, everybody. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Replay crew, I appreciate you. Please do not forget to hit either the like button or the dislike button on your way out. I would love either one. And everybody, have a great night. There are some interesting streams ahead for the evening, so enjoy the rest of your weekend.